was probably one of the hardest years of my life, and I didn't want to admit that I maybe had depression. I'm the kind of person that keeps everything bottled up inside of me, so if something bad happens or if I get angry, even the littlest things get stored inside. I started feeling very lonely and sad because of it. Because I like to keep everything locked inside of me, none of my friends knew about it, and so when I was in public, I'd try to hide it with a smile and pretend everything was okay. So nobody knew about what I was going through. And because everything just was taking a toll on me, I started thinking maybe I was worthless and I didn't deserve to live, and maybe I didn't have a purpose in life. And since I am more quiet and shy, I didn't think anyone would really miss me if I was gone. It was so much pain that I was going through, and I didn't know how to handle it, and I didn't know how to tell people about it because I was kind of afraid, and I also just didn't know how to go about it, and I didn't want them to think that I was weird or anything. So I also started hurting myself, and I started cutting myself, and I did this because I was trying to find another way to deal with the pain that I was going through. And that was also hard because I would try to cover it up, but then if someone were to see it, then it was really awkward and I didn't know what to do about it, and just tried to move past it as fast as I could. So I started thinking about suicide, and then that led to me thinking about ways I could kill myself. I also prayed to God every single day that he would just take my life away and that I didn't have to live anymore. I was planning on killing myself on New Year's Eve because I was gonna be home alone and no one would be there. But the morning of one of my best friends, she was like, "You have to come to these parties with me, I don't wanna go alone." And part of me was scared and I didn't want to go through with it. So I was like, yeah, I wanna go. But then the other part of me was like, but I can't live anymore, and I just didn't want to live. So I told her that I didn't want to go with her, but then I ended up going. And then after the party, she begged that we had a sleepover, which was also very good because I didn't end up going through with what I had planned. I talked to my coach, who was very supportive, but then again, I couldn't come to terms with telling her about the suicide. And then that did work for a little bit, but then again I started getting depressed again and started thinking about suicide more, but I knew that God wanted me to be alive and I had to do something again. So I contacted her and said, I need to talk to you right away. And I went over to her house and I told her everything about the suicide part of it. And then that night I told my mom, and then the next day I told my best friend. I think one of the best things I ever did was open up and tell people, because it was just nice to have other people know what I was going through, and I was able to stop hurting myself and move on and try to find a reason to live. When I was able to tell my story, I started to hold on to God more and grow closer to him, and I got baptized again, and that was very wonderful. At the end of the day, people all struggle with different things, and it comes back to being who you are truly. And if you're seen at school as popular or a jock or however you see yourself, everyone has a problem, no matter who you are. And it's okay to open up, and it's okay to be yourself, and you don't have to keep that inside. Having this experience has definitely changed the way I look at people and look at things. I am more bold and more confident, and if anything comes my way, I am able to take it for what it is and get it out there and then move on from it. And I am definitely going to be able to handle any situation that comes at me in the future.